Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. So, are you tired of using complicated project management tools just to visualize your tasks and timelines? Well, you're in luck because today we're going to show you how to create a simple yet effective Gantt chart right in Microsoft Word. So, in this tutorial, we'll walk you through the step by step process of setting up a Gantt chart from scratch, including creating a table, formatting the layout, and adding bars to represent your tasks. So by the end of this video, you will be able to create a professional looking Gantt chart that help you stay on top of your projects and impress your colleagues and clients. So let's get started. If you're new to creating Gantt charts or want a refresher, be sure to watch this video till the end. And if you're a pro, feel free to jump to specific sections using the timestamps below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more Microsoft Office tutorials and productivity tips. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on future tutorials and videos. So if you're ready to dive in, let's create that Gantt chart. Okay, so as you can see on your screen right now, you will see there that I actually put a definition of a Gantt chart for us to understand what a Gantt chart is all about. So it says that a Gantt chart is a type of bar chart that illustrates a project schedule showing the tasks, dependencies, and timelines. It's a visual representation of the project plan, helping you track progress and stay organized. So, what is the importance of a Gantt chart? Gantt charts are a vital tool in project management, offering a visual representation of the project timeline. They enhance the planning, tracking, and communication, ensuring projects are completed on time and within a budget. So, by identifying dependencies and allocating resources efficiently, Gantt charts help teams stay organized and focused, leading to better project outcomes. Their importance lies in their ability to facilitate informed decision making. It reduces delays and promote collaboration, and making them an essential asset for project managers and teams. So as I scroll down, I'm going to show you a sample of a Gantt chart that we are going to create today. So on this example, there is actually a birthday event, and we're going to create the milestones or the timelines that we need to follow in order for us to reach the final date of the event. But I'm going to teach you on how I will turn your Microsoft Word blank document into this one. So let's get started. So on your end, all you need to do is to launch Microsoft Word. Just go to your Windows search, search for Word, then click New, and then click a blank document. So I already have it here on my end. So the first thing that we are going to do is to actually set the orientation of your blank document. For every Gantt chart, the best orientation is actually a landscape. So how are we going to set the orientation of a blank document? All we need to do is to go to layout and then click on orientation, and then you just have to click landscape. So as you can see, this is like a rectangle. Once we are ready with your Microsoft Word blank document and it's already in orientation, landscape orientation rather, we will proceed in inserting charts. Okay, so let's start creating the Gantt chart. All you need to do is to go to your window search and let us open Microsoft Word, and then click new and then blank document so that we now have a new document to use in creating a Gantt chart. So the first thing that we need to do is to actually set up the layout of our page. So for us to do that, we will go to layout, and usually the orientation that project teams used in creating a Gantt chart, it is a landscape orientation. So layout tab, go to orientation, and then click on landscape. So your page right now is already in landscape orientation. As you can see, the shape is now rectangle. So the next thing that we're going to do is to create a bar. So what are we going to do now is we will be inserting a chart, and according to the definition that I have provided to you earlier, we are going to use a bar chart. Let me go ahead and teach you on how are we going to use the bar chart. So all you need to do is to click on insert and then use this one. Click on chart. And then once you have this insert chart dialog box, you will see different chart styles here at the left side. So there are column, line, pie, bar, area, so on and so forth. So what we are going to use is bar chart. And then there are also types of bar chart here that you can choose from. But since this is a Gantt chart, what we are going to use is a stack chart or stack bar chart. For you to insert this on your document, all you need to do is to click on OK. Now you have inserted a bar chart on your document. The next that I'm going to teach you is how are we going to put labels on your Gantt chart. The first thing that we are going to do is, of course, to add a title. You just have to click this one. Then let's delete. So it is a birthday event. So just the same, you can actually highlight it. It's not, give me 1 second. And then from here, you can change the font style. You can scroll down and look for the font style that you like. I like Britannic Bold. And then you can also change the font size. So let's change the font size. If you would like to change the color, you can do that as well. Let's choose blue. As you can see here below, there is actually a Microsoft Excel. This one, if you're going to check the details here are the ones also in the chart. Instead, this is going to be a Gantt chart. Therefore, we're going to put dates in it. On column B, let's put the start date. And then in column C, let's put the end date. And then in column D, let's put the duration in days. So we can adjust it. And then for the category one, let us use the one from the example. So sourcing of suppliers. Let's type it in. Of suppliers. So these are the tasks that you are going to do. The one that you are going to monitor as well. Ocular visit. Next is finalizing the suppliers. Okay. So let's just adjust it. And then next is first meeting with suppliers. And then the last one is final meeting with suppliers until event date. Meeting with suppliers until event date. So let's just adjust it. Okay, so here let's say 25/05/2025 is the start date. It will end 27/05/2025. And as you can see here, there's an orange stands for the end date. And then the blue one is the start date. Duration in days, all you need to do is to have a formula equals, and then the end date, and then minus the start date. And you will see there that the duration has been encoded here. So Okay. If you would like to put here the next timeline, so let's say it will start on the 28th and it will be finished on the 31st. Let's adjust it for us to see it. So 31, and then you can drag it and you will see that it is now in 3 days. So that for the next one, can adjust it to June. It's already June, and then 01. Then let's say finalizing the suppliers will take 2 days as well, like that. Actually, for the dates, it's either you will input the date here, the estimated date of the completion of the, or you can input the target date that you will finish it, like just 1 day. First meeting with suppliers. And then for the last one, so until event date, let us say 5 days. So this will be June 10. And as you can see, all the information that you have plotted here are now showing on your chart. So we may now go ahead and close this. And then let's go back here. If you would like to make the chart a little bit bigger, you can just drag it, and there you go. So now that we have encoded all of the information and details that we need for the Gantt chart, what we are going to do next is let's explore the different chart elements. So to do this, there are actually two ways. You can actually click on your chart, and these four icons will appear on the right side of your chart. So this is the layout options. This is the chart elements. This is the chart styles, and then chart filters. The other way is to actually go to chart design tab. And if you click on it, you can actually click on add chart element here. These are for the chart layouts. And this part is actually for the chart style. This is for the color. And you can also, from this tab, you will be able to edit your data, or you can change the type of your chart. So let us go ahead and explore first. What we are going to do first is to show you each icon under this add chart element, and for you to see how will it affect the chart. So if you click it, you will be able to see that there is an axis here. An axis changed the formatting and layout of each axis. So let's hover. So let's try to do that again. So if we hover, there is a primary horizontal axis. There is also a vertical. Okay. And then for the axis title, you can also do horizontal or vertical. So usually it appears on this side or at the bottom side of your chart, and also on the left side. As for the chart title, as you can see, we can actually add, remove, or position the chart title. So the chart title for this Gantt chart is a birthday event. So if we move that, you can either choose none and it will disappear. The earlier chart title is located above the chart, that's why it's there. Or you can actually choose overlay. But of course, that is up to you. So we can also use data labels. So for data labels, you can choose none. And if you choose center, you will be able to see the date there that we encoded in the Excel file, the start and the end date. So the blue pertains to the start date, and then the orange is the end date. And then if it's inside end, you will see that the data is actually on the right side. Inside base is on the left. And then if it's data call out, you will be able to see there the uh, action or task as well as the date. So for the data table, so there's none. So let's choose. Then they're also with legend keys. So below you will be able to see there the task as well as the start and end date and the duration of each task. If you do not want to have it, then you can just do no legend keys or none. It's all up to you. And then you can also use error bars. And then for the grid line, it is actually the lines inside of your chart. Okay, and there you go. And then legend. So the legend, it's actually the color of, like, for example, the start date is blue, end date. As you can see, the this part, this is the legend. So you can also move it either to the right, to the top if you like, to the left, or stay at the bottom. And then there is also line. And then for series line, if you notice, it's like at the end date of the certain task on a certain day. So what we are going to do is we can actually use the data label and let us put like in the center. So that is how the add chart element uh, look like once we applied one on your chart. Okay, then let's go ahead and explore more on the chart design. So from the chart design, there is also a quick layout icon here or button here that if you click this, it will allow you to change it. You can just choose one if you like. So you can also change the color. There are lots of options. All you need to do is just scroll down. And then for the chart style, you can use this part as well. So you can choose from the options. So we will use this one and we will use this style 8. As you can see, it has been applied to your chart area. If you notice, the dates here are quite crowded. So we can actually remove one of the information from the legend here. So it won't be look like a crowded. We can use chart filters for that. Let us just click this one. Let's say we will not include end date. And then let's just apply. And once we apply it, you will be able to see that we only have the start date and the duration days here. So you just have to add 5 days on the date here, and it will be the duration for the final meeting with suppliers until event date. And that is how to create a Gantt chart in Microsoft Word by using the Insert tab and then the Chart tab here. There's also another way on how to create a Gantt chart, but this one is starting from scratch. So that's what I'm going to teach you. That is by using tables as well as shapes. So let's just scroll down. As you can see here, I have these details: task, start date, end date, duration, and progress. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a Gantt chart based on the details that we have on this table. The first thing that we need to do is to count the days. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 plus the table or the column for the task. Then it will be a total of 9 tables. So let's insert the table and it will be 9 columns and then 1, 2, 3, 4 and then 4 rows. Okay. No, let's use 5 because of the date and the task. And then click OK. And there you go. I suggest that before we proceed, it is better if you would like to put a design, we can just go ahead and proceed in designing the table first. So go to the table design tab, because once you have the table, this tab will appear automatically. So let's go ahead and choose your table. So let us choose, let's say, this one. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's count if we have the correct. Okay, and then we have it correct. So let us use here the task, and then we will enter here the date. So here is 26, and then 27, and then 28, and then 29, and then next is 30, and then 31. Okay, and then here is 01/06/2025. So we have 4 tasks. 1, 2, 3, 4. So one task, 2, 3, and then let's create another row. So for this one, let's just copy this, or you can actually type it. Depends on you. Okay. Then choosing a supplier here, and then final stage. And there you go. You already have a table here. So what if, like, for example, you would like to change the font? So it's possible. You can just simply change the font here. If you would like to change it a little bit light, you can also use this tab, Home tab, to choose the font size. There you go. You can adjust each row. Okay. And you can actually adjust this as well in the middle if you like. There you go. You already have your table here. So you can also adjust it. And how can you make this table a Gantt chart? So on that part, what we are going to do is we're going to use shapes. So let's just go ahead and insert a shape, and we will be using rectangle, just like the bar chart. So it says here that the start date is 5/25 and end date is 5/26. So this is the bar. You can actually change the color here, but we will do that later on. Let us just insert the shapes first. Here. And then let's use another one. So this is 29 to 30. And then let's just use another one. And there you go. So you have already added the rectangle. So this is actually showing you the duration of the task on when it will be finished or when is the start date. So since we have already inserted all of the rectangles on our chart, we now have a Gantt chart here as well. But of course, we can make it a little bit colorful, or we can explore on different styles as well. So the first thing that I'm going to do is to make sure that they have the same sizes first, since the duration of each task are just the same. It's just 1 day. But in some occasions, like for example, there are longer duration, then this is not going to be applicable. So if you actually click all of these, the shape format tab will appear here, and you will see here that there is a height and width under the size group. So the size of each rectangle here has 1 centimeter and then 4 centimeter. We can adjust more on the width to cover the whole duration or the whole day. Okay, there you go. And then you can just simply adjust it because the column does it have the same sizes as well. So here's what we are going to do. And then you can just simply repeat the process. Shape tab, and then let's move a little more. And there you go. So it mostly fit on each column. We can also go ahead and change the color. So just maybe you'll wonder how I do this. All you need to do is just click on one shape and then press Control key from your keyboard and just continuously clicking each rectangle shape, and they will all be uh, selected. So you just have to go to shape format again and then choose a shape styles. From here, you can actually choose color. I'll just choose any color here just for you to see how this works. But you can actually click this arrow and you will be able to see all of the options. There are also other theme fills here. So let's just try this one, or a lighter one rather. And there you go. Okay, as you can see, so from here, what we can do is write uh, what is the status of this particular task. So we can use in progress here. And then it says here that this is upcoming. And this is the same here and same here. So you can also change this style of the font as well as the size. So you can also highlight everything, just the same. Press Control and then highlight it. And then you can go to Home tab as well. And then you can choose. And then you can choose. And there you go. So as you can see, it now has the duration for each task located on the left. And it also has its status inside. So from this one, you already have your Gantt chart just by using tables as well as shapes. So is there another thing or something that we can still do on this table? If like for example, you do not want the table to have visible lines, there is also an option to do that. Just click on this one, and then you can use this borders. So you can choose no borders, all borders. That's what's happening earlier. If you just want outside border, that's also possible. Just inside border, that's also possible. Or you can actually go to borders and shadings. And once you have this dialog box, you can actually choose just box. You can choose the style here. And if you would like lines inside, you can also choose this one and choose this one. But if you do not want to have it, just untick it. Or if you want it grid, this is also okay. So this is the preview of the table. So let's just use a box instead. And then let's click OK. And there you go. So you already have a Gantt chart just by using the Insert tab, then Table, and then Shape. And then you just have to explore on the layouts, format, colors, font style, and font sizes. So what we have now are two ways on how to create a Gantt chart. One way is this one. This one, if you would like this to be a little bit lighter, you can choose another color. Let's choose one. Okay. All right. So the first one is by using Insert tab and then Chart tab. And that's it. You've successfully created a Gantt chart in Microsoft Word. I hope this tutorial was helpful in getting you started with project management and visualization. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to our channel for more Microsoft Office tutorials and productivity tips. If you have suggestions for a future tutorial or a topic you'd like us to cover, just let us know. Comment below and we'll personally answer your comment. And join our Word Warrior community to transfer from everyday user to Microsoft Word Master.